Welcome back to the week of quantum alignment, where every single day I am bringing you a new video, a new idea that is going to help you to be in a quantum alignment. And this is where the magic of life happens. This is where incredible things start coming into your life much more effortlessly, because you're working with life, with the laws of life, the laws of the universe, instead of what most people are doing, which is working against them. We're on to day 6. We have 2 more days of this. I do recommend, if you're seeing this video first, to go back and watch days 1 through 5 before moving on to this video. It's so much better sequentially to go through these. But here we go on to day number 6. And this is a very powerful one as well. They all are. But I am particularly keen on this one because this is the one I'm probably going through the most right now and learning the most about and applying the most in my own life. So I'm excited to share it with you. For a lot of people, this is a very, very difficult one as well, because it is such a different way of thinking, a different way of looking at this than we've been taught. And so there's a lot of conditioning and a lot of patterns that we have that fight against this. But when you make this habitual, when you start doing this, it really gets to the point where you understand you cannot fail, that nothing can go wrong for you, that everything is working in your favor. You know, sayings like the universe always has your back actually start to mean something, and you start experiencing it when you start doing this. And here is what it is. Celebrate every single outcome, especially the so-called negative. Now, why is it I would instruct you to celebrate every outcome, even the so-called negative? What if I lose money? What if I physically hurt myself? What if, something just horrible happens? I'm supposed to celebrate that? Well, you don't have to do anything, of course. But if you do this, it will, again, help you be in this quantum alignment that is just going to help you live a more fulfilling, in my eyes, better life that leads to so many incredible things. Now, why is it we want to celebrate the bends in the river? We've been talking about flowing with life, but what if a bend comes up and you don't know what's on the other side, and you're scared and there's fear, and you just want to, again, cling onto a rock or swim upstream? What happens when you celebrate the bends and you go, you know what? I don't know what's on the other side. I'm surrendering to how. It's none of my business. Let's go, man. Let's do this. Come on, universe. Let's work this. You go around, even with the fear, and you celebrate no matter what comes in. Well, I'll tell you what happens. Magical things begin to happen. Like we've already gone over, we are vibrational, energetic beings. The level of energy you're vibrating at is ultimately the equivalent physical thing you'll get back, and also implications internally and energetically. And so a lot of people, their mood is predicated on what's going on around them, what's going on outside of them. I'm having a great day because it's sunny and this, when it started raining, now my day's crap. It's that kind of thing, right? Or I'm having an amazing day, my day's amazing, and then I found out I lost some money and now my day's crap and I'm in a lower energy, right? Now, of course, it's very normal to react in that way. You lose some money, maybe something else happens, your relationship, you get in a fight, whatever it is. It's very normal to feel a certain way, but staying there can be detrimental. We talked about how we're energetic beings. Now, it may be normal, but let's not confuse normal with natural. Resistance is not natural. Resistance is not something that allows you to flow with the universe naturally. We weren't meant to be resisting things all the time. We weren't meant to be cursing out things all the time. We weren't meant to try and control processes that we were never able to control in the first place. But so many of us are going around doing that. And so just because it's normal that when so-called bad news comes in, to react like you've been screwed over in the worst possible way, or to lower your energy, just because it's normal and most people do it, doesn't mean it's advantageous, doesn't mean it serves you, and doesn't mean that it's natural. We have to separate those two words, normal and natural. The natural thing is to flow with the river and flow with life, and life wants you to do that. Life wants you to flow and work with it co-creatively, not fight against it. It wants the best for you. And so when you work with life, magical things begin to happen. When you work with the flow and the process of life, magical things begin to happen. And so if you keep your energy up despite what's going on in the external, if you can look at that and say something to this effect, which is what I say whenever a thing I deem is bad, because also understand that an event is an event. We are the ones that put negativity or positivity on it, a positive or negative spin, right? There, you could get 2 people with 2 completely different beliefs looking at the same event, with one person going, this is amazing, this is great, and the other person going, this is horrible, what is happening? And so it's very important to make sure that you understand that an event is an event, and there are many different perspectives to whether it is good or bad. And when you can look at that, you can look at everything as serving you. And so one of the things I like to do, and I got this from one of my mentors, is when no matter what comes in, let's say a negative thing happens, and I'm perceiving it as negative, it's just an event. But let's say it comes in, and it's something I would normally get worked up about, I'll instead go, great! I don't know why this is good. I'm not going to pretend to know why this is good, but I know only good things will come from this. I know that this is a blessing and that miracles are on their way. You see, what you have to understand is you don't know what you don't know. A lot of people, again, they are so controlling of the how. When a certain thing comes in that they deem as negative, they go, well, how is this going to get me to my goal? How is this a good thing for me? Well, again, you don't know what you don't know. The universe, if you are aligned, will take you in the fastest, best route to getting what you need in the healthiest possible way for you right now. But if you continually resist how it's taking you there, if you continually question how this is happening and going, I should just do it my way, again, you are now in resistance to the flow of life instead of working with it. And so when you can when you can stay grounded, keep your composure, even when these so-called negative things come in, there really is no way to lose. Because let's say, and for some people, very simple things will knock them off track. If you've ever had a day where you've just been flowing, you've been doing so good, then something not even that extreme has happened during your day and it has ruined the rest of your day. Well, guess what? It hasn't ruined the rest of your day. You have made a decision to allow that external thing to affect you and knock you off path. But let's say that same external thing came in and you were like, great, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why this is good. I don't know what I don't know. But I know only good things will come from this. I know that this is a blessing and that miracles are on their way. Great things are happening. Something's being set up that I don't know about. But I know the universe has my back and my best interest at heart. So I'm going to trust it. Imagine if that happened. You would let go of whatever it is, almost put it out of your mind, and continue in the energy you're currently on. For example, I've had times when maybe a video, I would lose data and I would lose a video. And these are small things. Maybe my internet's not working and I can't do any work in that realm. These are little things that years ago would have affected me to the point where I would stop doing work, where I would curse out the internet or my camera or whatever else. This is many, many years ago. But now it's just like, okay, great. I don't know why it's a good thing. I don't know what I don't know. Maybe it means I'm going to make the video even better. Maybe it means I need to get off the internet right now and go do a meditation. I don't know. But I know good things are on their way. This is a blessing and miracles are on their way. And every single time I do this, because again, like I said, I'm very keen on this one because this is what I'm learning right now. I'm not perfect at this, but I'm getting better and better. And every single time I do this, not only does it keep me in a high energy, sometimes it even raises my energy. Because I look at it and go like, damn, I'm powerful. Look at this. I've been able to co-create this experience. This thing tried to come in and derail me. And I went, no, you don't. I am the master of my own energy. Those birds are really, see, this is one of those situations. I could stop, but it's like, great. I don't know why this is good. Maybe you guys like bird sounds when they're fighting territorially. I don't know, but it's amazing. Anyway, when you do this for those so-called negative events, you make it so that nothing can phase you and keeps you laser focused in the energy you want to be in. Laser focused in staying in alignment instead of getting knocked out of it all the time and then having to come back and knocked out of it all the time and having to come back knocked out of it for the rest of the day, and then you've lost that momentum. But by doing this, you keep yourself with the flow of the river instead of hanging onto a rock or a tree branch or swimming upstream because you're like, I don't like this. I want to move away from this. I'm scared. I want to move away from this. But when you celebrate every single outcome, when you understand the universe is working with you, never against you, and that you just don't know what you don't know yet. This is being set up for a reason. Maybe there's a lesson you need to learn. Maybe you're not ready for a particular thing. Maybe there's a reason that will be shown months later to why that didn't work out. Maybe something leaves, like a relationship, money, whatever, to make space for something more to come in. That's happened a lot in my life, for example. But understand that an event is just an event. And that if you celebrate every outcome with that in mind, you just invite better and better things into your life and you don't knock yourself out of alignment, more importantly. Because every single time we allow our external environment to control our internal environment instead of the other way around, we knock ourselves out of alignment. Remember, it's inner to outer world. Don't allow some event in the external to derail you for long. Now, there may be things where you need to feel an emotion. Don't confuse this with, I'm sad because maybe a loved one has passed away, right? And I'm grieving. Maybe something's happened and I feel pretty bad about it. That's fine. But understand that there is a healthy way in order to do this, to transmute that energy, transcend that energy, really feel it because you need to. And then prolonging it and keeping yourself out of alignment. Because sometimes the aligned thing is to be sad, to do the shadow work. Sometimes the aligned thing could even be to be angry. But ultimately, when you sustain yourself in this, when you're allowing yourself to continually go like this all the time, it isn't going to serve you and it's going to knock you out of alignment. Whereas obviously this series is about being in quantum alignment, staying there as long and as often as possible. And that's actually tomorrow's number 7. We're going to be going over this, how to stay here consistently, why it's so important to do so. But celebrate every outcome, no matter what, especially the negative. You don't know what you don't know. And when you do this, again, what can stop you? When nothing in the external can stop you on your path and your mission, on doing what you love, it's inevitable that every single thing you desire, every single thing you're going for, all the growth in the world will come to you. It's inevitable. So this one, guys, is so powerful. Again, we are on day 6. We're almost on to the last day. Again, if you haven't watched the other videos, I really recommend you do, because some of this might not make sense if you don't. And they all work really good together. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you tomorrow for day 7. Remember, you are loved, and take care.